edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And once again, it's the Barnes and Tony show live on a Thursday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anthony, how are you, my friends?
I'm doing all right today, dude. It's going to be an interesting show, I think. You know, some good hockey to go over for sure, dude. Some great hockey to preview tonight. We know the Rangers playing. Super stoked about that. And Thursday Night Football, I guess, should be kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was questioning. I mean, we'll obviously talk about it more, but questioning the title a little bit. I mean, it's football, Tony. Like, is it worth watching? Oh, football's always worth watching. There's fantasy.
I think tonight's not tonight's.
Yeah, but you're a rugby guy, so you don't count.
That doesn't mean anything.
No,
dude.
but I know we could talk about this forever, but I just there is this very anybody who played a decent amount of rugby, very negative sentiment when it comes
who
to
else do you know play rugby?
My friend Brandon.
Your friend Brandon, and he doesn't like football?
No, he likes soccer. And rugby score's better. Like, like rambling. And then and then my cousin Chris actually was he played at Central.
Oh, okay.
And he was like a captain. Yeah, same thing. You just the thing about I mean, rugby's just such a better sport. Like, and it gets a little monotonous. I'm trying to think of a good analogy for it, but I guess it's almost like dare I say, Tony, if we're comparing it to general managers, the rugby attitude towards football at times can be like Brian Cashman.
Oh, stop it. Listen, this is getting kind of out of hand, honestly. There is a phenomenal slate of hockey games on tonight. There's plenty of games to watch that are going to be way more entertaining and better.
See, that's the thing.
It's like Carolina Panthers.
But you know what it is? It's like, well, first of all, I guess I'm watching them both at the same time, but I'm never going to let's go to Jay. And Jay is actually, I have to say, Jay is the saving grace for you rugby players because he appreciates football. He's not like naysaying it and saying, I'd rather go to a sevens tournament than a football game. I know you would say that, Tony.
I mean, it kind of depends, I guess, the football game.
Who's playing?
Seven tournament. Are we Vegas sevens? Am I going to Vegas sevens? That sounds like awesome. I'd totally do that.
We'll continue this. Yeah, but let's get to the comments.
Jay Bird, he says, football is always worth watching. You'll miss it come February. He goes, I love football, but then he says rugby is more fun to play than watch.
But see, that's good. But I think I know I'm putting words in your mouth. So
you are, because I haven't even mentioned rugby. You started this.
But I do think you would rather watch rugby, to be honest, at the highest level than football.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Yes, I mean, that's just nonsense. And that's what I'm saying. Jay makes a lot of sense there. And also, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that, but just because, I played football myself and I know you did too at one point. But I don't think it's really that fun to play. It's not really, if you think about it. And
football?
Yeah, honestly. Unless you're a quarterback,
right,
a receiver, but even, the hits aren't worth it. I know rugby, obviously there's even more hits, less padding, all of that. But at the end of the day, like, unless you were going to go pro, it's not worth all like the injuries, concussions, either sport, really.
Right. No, it is not worth it.
And I believe we have Josh B coming from Florida.
From Disney's at the wedding, baby. He's pretty pumped about wedding day.
I mean, see if I said that, the pencil would be out, Tony. That's bullshit.
I can write that.
You don't, though.
I'm still talking. I haven't even said anything. Dude, stop
even
it.
When anybody else
this is the rugby conversation all over again. You're searching for it today.
The only thing I would say is there's been many other shows on this channel, Tony, okay? And why is it that I have maybe 98% of the drops? So we can coin it however we want.
Because you say it, dude.
Wasn't that the Bonita?
Like, I don't say that, okay, dude? You say it.
But you just said it. I
just said it.
And you did the fake write down. We're not going to see it in the drops. I know how this works, Tony, okay?
Stop it.
But yeah, a couple things here, and we really hope Josh has a great. I know, a little stumble there. See, I can admit it, Tony. And I would put it if I had a pencil, maybe I would write that down.
Yeah, but where's your pencil then, dude? Just type it in your Google Doc.
No, in all seriousness, hope Josh has a great time at the wedding today. I'm sure it's at a nice venue. They're always different, going destination wedding. Something different, right?
Oh yeah, and we're in the park, dude. We're in right.
I didn't know.
Oh, I assumed was it wedding at Disney?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, never been to one in Disney.
No. When was the last time you were in Disney?
I want to say 3 to 4 years ago. Did like a little February trip to Disney. Pretty dope.
When you were in college?
No. 3 to 4 years, right after graduation.
Oh, right after graduation. Who'd you go with?
My girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just like when you were asking me, remember it was like about the first girlfriend. You're like, can you give us a couple minutes? Like, who was your first girlfriend at the time?
Who was your first girlfriend, dude?
And I believe we have a Yanni sighting.
We do have Yanni in the building. He says, "Let's go." Oh, lost it. There it is, though. Good morning, guys. He is pretty humped. Excuse me, Tony. And then he says, Wednesday was yesterday, sir.
Oh, he's making a joke because you said hump.
Oh, hump day.
Yeah,
that's actually a good one. Good, Lonnie.
It's hump day,
the Jungle Book game tonight. Who y'all got? Polo Dad hat today, huh, Barnes? I see you. Yeah. Is that a different polo hat from before?
Same polo hat, but he's just saying, because I haven't worn any of the hats. And you know what? I like I often do, admitting to things here. I think Lonnie does have a point. I know he's maybe he'll always be way above me in terms of the effort and passion into the hats and the merch and stuff like that. But I definitely can't step it up. So I honestly appreciate Lonnie, trying to get the best out of me in that department. But one thing though, back to what we were talking about, Jay, football always being worth watching. There really is something to it, and it's funny though because during the off season, you don't really feel it, and I'm sure most of that is we're entrenched into Major League Baseball. Mm-hmm. But then once it comes back, it is for me, and it's always been for a very long time. I mean, I guess going back to middle school. Mm-hmm. Where you just you can't wait till Sunday. Sundays are just so much more exciting than they would be when there isn't football. So it's just I always will have appreciation. And yeah, I mean every game at this point, I mean there's either fantasy implications, bet implications, so it's always interesting. Forecasted, Tony. and I feel like where I am, and listen, I mean, you have been watching, hockey way longer than I have. Mm-hmm. Definitely enjoy watching, but I think if it's there's one TV, I'm always gonna watch the football game, and it's not a big deal if I miss a hockey game, but I enjoy watching the hockey game.
What if it's hockey playoffs though, and it's some random football game? Hockey playoffs, Rangers are in it.
Well, just for the Rangers. Everybody else can fuck off, Tony.
About the Oilers.
No.
Stanley Cup Finals. McDavid is really hyped about it, dude.
No. And fuck off, Tony, okay? Lottie thought I was taking it as an insult, but I wasn't. I wasn't.
I don't know.
No. I know he's on top of it. He's sending me links, Tony. He's all over it. So it's good,
Yeah. He sent me a link the other day to a Mario hat. But it was Seattle Mariners is what it was. It was their Super Mario Mariners hat, which is cool and all, but it's the Mariners.
The Mariners.
And I don't know why the Mets couldn't do it, dude, but it's whatever.
Hockey playoffs and football.
It was just a hypothetical, Jason.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is it really all rugby for you, Tony? Because I know I'm just thinking about you compared to a lot of people I know. I feel like football is pretty low.
Theo Phil
on the totem pole. I know it's grown in recent years, but I mean, did anything else create that, or I'm just trying to get an insight to it, I guess. In all seriousness, I know it sounds like I'm kidding, but I'm being dead serious.
I mean, honestly, it's not necessarily anything like that. Oh, rugby is just better,
right?
But it's just I don't know. Over the years, watching football is kind of just weaned out for me.
Okay,
I mean, it's just
But was it the Giants when they took a turn for the worse, the boat trip to Miami? You wouldn't go back to that? Bieber Odell, the shirt off. No. Green Bay.
Green Bay. Oh, dude. No, it wasn't necessarily that. Oh, the Giants started to not be good.
Which they did.
Which they did, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just started to lose interest in following storylines. Just wasn't as interesting to me anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like the players got kind of too like egotistical. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like their personalities, the celebrating, the whole culture of the game. I don't know, man. It's just not.
It sounds like me talking about NBA.
Basically. Yeah,
which we could.
I mean, NBA too. We
have a common agreement.
Exactly, dude. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's still fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. Like, there is like I talk about it a lot, Brian. I don't like Sunday, the whole day, the red zone, the food, the hanging out, like the football. It's a great occasion. I do like Sundays because of that.
How much of it though is the drinking, the food?
I don't even drink. Okay, like I'll just
at the Horseshoe.
I mean, the food is great. Like we're doing sports with the Horseshoe.
The drinking.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. Like, you're there. You're hanging out. It's a time. But it's not like, but also like the football is great. I mean, there's been some phenomenal plays. The storylines certainly this season have been interesting. The most interested I've been in football in a while.
In red zone or standalone game for you?
I mean, I guess it kind of depends. If I were to choose between the two, I would say standalone game.
Standalone game.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Jay's definitely red zone, other than the Jets. Like Jets not on, right? I mean, he's definitely a lot more comments here, and I believe Bernie is in the building.
Bernie is in the house. He says, "What's up, fellas? Let's go." Rep Downtime TV, rep the company. And then Michael C. Theofil, you knew this was coming after last night. He says Bobo and or Zion to the Knicks, and now we have something special. RJ, my boy, since his high school days, clearly taking the next step and only going to grow this season. Mitch looking like Big Ben, dude. Says best show. Looking forward to some hockey tonight with Tony.
Colony? Thorn?
As actually, we're going to Colony for lunch. We have a little lunch meeting.
Colony for lunch? Wow.
Milford Colony for lunch, dude.
Wow. Well, who's joining?
Undisclosed people, dude. Can't tell you, dude. Undisclosed upper body injury. And then Matt Ryan says at Michael Theofil, where is my apology?
and then Jay's agreeing with Matthew Ryan.
Just facts. Yeah, where's his apology? Jay wants the apology.
One thing, and I don't know, what Lonnie's doing right now. I'm trying to think. I think he doesn't go to work for a little bit, right? He should be still home unless he's obviously out doing something. But I believe his shift's like 2 or 3 o'clock, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Starts. If he could give me some insight on this, and even if Josh heard this morning, or or if Lonnie could comment, call, whatever. I was mentioning to you this, before the show. I was listening to Rick and Dave this morning, and it must have been about 6:45 in the morning. And I think Lonnie even tweeted out, that this is getting spicy, or something like that. But Rick, really, I just was very surprised, and I don't know what it was, but he put a kind of a defense up for Brian Cashman, and I just didn't understand it. And I guess he was trying to make sense of it. As to why, Cashman's dropping F-bombs and being very agitated with the media. And he was just saying like, oh, well, the problem is, no one points out the positive, and it's all just the negative. But it's like, well, that's because there's a lot more negative than there is positive. So I really didn't understand kind of why he was going to the defense and him and the caller, we're going back and forth. And usually, I don't know. I mean, Rick, he's usually pretty even keel, but he was like kind of yelling. Like he was actually like fired up and just saying like, oh, you tell any owner, that nobody gets entrenched in baseball. Not up in here, Chucky. All right. But any owner, you tell them, their worst season is going to be 82 and 80. They're going to take that or whatnot. But it's like, I don't know. And I just didn't understand. Lonnie, what do we got? We got something, Tony?
Lonnie says, no, he's not.
Lonnie, Lonnie, can you just give us a quick call,
Lonnie,
please?
honestly,
please, I really want you to make
Lonnie.
sense of it, because I feel like if anybody, in the company, listeners of the show, knows Rick. It's you. So I just
coming
really
in
want to know where he's coming from. I don't know if it's from like possibly, and I know Tony has this in him too, from a Mets perspective, used to all the losing. So you look over across town and, 82-80 is the worst season you've ever had. And, it's like, what are you complaining about? And even Rick too, like he was saying like, oh, the Yankee fans are spoiled. Like what, Tony? I mean, give me something, Tony.
No, I mean, I understand like maybe some of what he's saying. I mean, I could imagine maybe because of the whole Cashman thing and like, I don't know. Rick's always good with giving a alternative perspective to things, So I do think he tries to just put himself in other people's shoes and stuff like that. Not necessarily being that this is his opinion, but just pointing out other things that maybe people just don't even recognize. But also, I mean, think about it like I don't know, maybe it's that he's buddy. He's gotta be buddy with Cashman a little bit, right?
No.
Buddy like okay. Who's buddy with Cashman?
No, but you heard Kay was going nuts.
Kay was going nuts.
Ripping Brian Cashman. Standing
by on the phone is Lonnie right now. We are putting him through.
Lonnie. I'm actually really excited to hear this.
Here we go. Lonnie, you're live in the sports world. What's up, dude? Oh no! Dude. Come on!
What the Bluetooth again?
Yeah. Oh, no, we got him.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Yo,
what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Yanni
to the company Rugby TV. What's going on, y'all? Yanni is in the building.
Good to hear from you, man. But yeah, I just had to ask you. I know you were listening this morning. What was that all about?
Is that even a question? Was I listening?
No, I said I know you were listening.
How dare you, Brian?
I know. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. And I was actually giving you a compliment. I was giving you a compliment on the hat, sir.
And as you just said, I know.
All right. All right. So yeah, this morning that was super spicy this morning. To be honest with you, I was looking at the radio like, wow, this is going on, and it went on for a minute too.
Exactly.
Obviously, that's what drives radio. Obviously, blah blah blah. That's gonna be, obviously the talking point of today, because like people called in and said like the fact that Rick, I wouldn't say he was like trying to give Cashman cover anything. I just think that he was basically speaking like as if he was Cashman. Like that's technically the reason why he was cursing, which I still don't believe he should have been. Like Michael and everybody else has been saying, like that's not the way you carry yourself, and it's hilarious. I kind of did basically pick up the phone to call this morning, but I was like, yeah, whatever. The fact that Dave said it, he literally said, "Oh, your players can't have beards, they can't have long hair, da 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 da." But your general manager is out here cursing up a storm. Like, do you know how bad that looks? So you telling me your players can't have facial hair and long hair, but the guy who's basically telling them that they can't do that is out here cursing like he's a drunken sailor. So it's just like, I mean, listen, I understood where Rick was coming from. I don't think he was giving him like a reason for cursing or whatever he was saying, what he was saying. But I just think that he was just trying to put it in a perspective of, I get where, or I understand why he's coming off this way. But at the end of the day, like, to me, he Cashman could go blow dick for the way he was talking to the
100%. That's not Yankee like.
And then the way, and like everybody is saying, like Michael, Don,
Peter,
Dave, Rick, everybody, Peter, everybody, they're all saying that, like, when you talk to the media like that, you're basically talking to the media to tell the fans, you know what I mean, to go fuck off.
Right.
That's basically what he did. And even, I wasn't even thinking like that. I'm just sitting there thinking, because first of all, Brian Cashman is like a fucking tap dancer when it comes to answering an actual question. Like, he will talk for 30 minutes and not give you no answer. Brian, what's the weather today? Well, it's clear blue skies and the temperature might have dropped overnight. That's not what we just asked you, dickhead. Like, he literally would talk around the question. It's like he was very direct. Yes, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, he literally was mad direct the other day, and that honestly surprised me. But like I said, I don't think Rick was giving him cover. I just think Rick was trying to say, like, listen, I understand where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, he's still wrong. Because like, how you trying to sit there and say you asked Nick Swisher? What? Like, don't get me wrong, Nick Swisher. Like, don't get me wrong, Nick Swisher loved him as a Yankee, made me laugh because he's a goofball. Loved him. Like, if he was having a bad Yankee day, you could look over there, look at him, and he's doing something silly or some shit, and it'll put a smile on your face or whatever. But it's like, you ask this guy? Like, are you kidding me? And then I'm not gonna hold you. I almost lost my mind when he said I asked Carlos Rondon and Joey Gallo was gonna play well in New York. I mean, picture tent. The circus is in town. Who the hell says that?
Yeah, no, and then the bunting, Tony, and I know that was more Hal. That is so bad, so insane to say.
Oh my God! So I don't honestly, like I said, that's why when people was calling in and people was, I'm pretty sure, messages saying, "I can't believe Rick is taking this tape," or giving whatever, saying this. Like I said, I don't think he was trying to give him cover. I don't think anything like that. Like I said, half the time when I'm listening and I just like I think I know what he's saying or whatever. Like, I just feel like he was just trying to say, like, I kind of understand where he was coming from, why he was coming up angry and things of that nature. But come on, man. For the man to honestly sit there and say, I think we're pretty good. You the same guy who said last year, don't give up on us. You give up on us. Yo, I swear, Cashman, it's like I try vitriol towards him, but the guy's an absolute quack.
No, he is. And we're talking about track record. Yeah, track record 10 years ago. I think in all seriousness, the last 5 years, at the minimum, he's been in the bottom third of general managers in baseball. I really believe that. You can't point to anything.
As far as you can't point to anything as far as like rock solid. Yes, unfortunately, he can't pitching. Forget about it. He can't get starting pitching to save his life. He don't got the eye for starting pitching unless he's paying for it. CC, for example. I mean, come on, Garrett Cole for another example. Where's the guys that you don't gotta pay for so that way we could be using that money to get a left fielder maybe? How about that?
Yeah, no, it's embarrassing. His drafting track record is like the worst in baseball, and I honestly believe there's probably 20 organizations, if they've had kind of the track record, especially with advanced expectations and even less expectations to what's happened with that type of budget. I mean, he'd be gone. He'd be gone in over 60% of the jobs with the way the team has performed the last 5-6 years. And it being there that long as well.
And you know what else pissed me off too about that whole press conference thing? The fact that Hal said the bunting thing.
Oh,
we're gonna win a World Series. We're gonna run off multiple World Series now because we're so bunt.
No, but it's so bad. It's like something that would come out of the Wilpons' mouth. Like I feel so embarrassed about that, to be defense. Like that is.
Why you gotta take a shot at Tony? I'm sorry.
Well, he's not defending the Wilpons.
He can't help himself.
Yeah, it's all right, dude. It's a defense mechanism.
That's a Mets.
Barnes
is
nervous. That's why Barnes is nervous.
No, you're just excited. You're gonna get the Yankee bunting mechanics from Carlos
Mendoza. Carlos Mendoza, dude. He works hard. He works hard.
Oh,
the Mendoza effect.
That was so funny.
But also, like I said, like the with Hal when he said the bunting, and then he sat there and said, and I'm still overlooked the Oreos. It's just like these press conferences is a load of crap. I swear, it's like, how dumb do us Yankee fans look to you? I mean, we must look like a bag of chips to them.
Yeah. No,
the stuff that he's saying, I just feel like, oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. You overlooked the Oreos, and then now it's going to take a year for this crap to go into actual to the works. It's a joke. The Yankees, like Ricky Dave said today, they're not the gold standard no more. To be honest with you, I've been in my head, I've been saying this for quite some time now. And unfortunately, we have to look at a team that cheated their way to that first championship, maybe even that second one, as the gold standard of baseball now. Do you know how fucking depressing that is?
Yeah, but the only thing is, though, I mean, we're not that far removed, and it doesn't take that much. So I honestly think, and I don't know if it'll happen. We know what Boris said, but if Soto comes in, I think it just completely changes the tone, completely changes the environment. I don't know if it'll happen, but I think that's what needs to happen.
Yamamoto, Soto.
I don't care about Yamamoto. I think we can work out the pitching. It's put all the efforts on Soto. I don't care what it takes. Just get him in the building. Let the Mets have Yamamoto.
Baseball,
They're gonna get Yamamoto.
That's what they were saying on Rick and Dave earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would imagine that they would offer him the most money.
Unfortunately, is such a joke. And let me tell you why. They can't get out their own way. And then it's not that I'm worried about any other team besides the Yankees. Feel me? That's the only team I want to see win. Like, obviously, Tony, don't get me wrong. If the Mets, do their thing, good for them. You know what I mean? Good for them. Cool.
Thank you, Lonnie.
They could go
I'm
kick
glad
rocks.
I can have your and Brian's support in this year.
I don't care if the Red Sox could go blow dick. The Tampa Bay Devils could dick. I kind of got a little soft spot for the Orioles. I don't overlook them like Mr. Steinbrenner over there. But, and then it's like the last part of baseball, which makes it a joke, is that you got this quack as the damn commissioner. When he said, "Oh, it's just a piece of tin," I was done. I said,
he sucks. He's the Brian Cashman of commissioners. He definitely is.
Yes.
Yes. It's so bad.
Don't get it, bro.
And I know
I'm just out of touch with the fan base.
And I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but one last thing I wanted to ask you, Lonnie, is when it comes down to it, do you think this offseason they get one either Soto or Bellinger?
I think Bellinger's obviously the cheaper option. And I think obviously shorter term too, because I think they probably only going to give him like 3-4 years. Soto obviously is going to be 10 years plus for a lot of bread because Boris don't play that. I think obviously Soto gives you more option and a little bit more coverage than Bellinger. Didn't Bellinger play first too?
He could play first. He could play first. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It really depends what you really need the coverage in, and I guess we need more coverage as far as with Soto because he walks a lot. He strikes out almost the same amount as he walks, but Bellinger, he's a hit or miss type of batter. He has slumps. Soto, but Soto don't live in slumps. Bellinger, he had a point where he literally, pitched a tent in a slump. We don't need that. We already have enough of that.
Yeah.
So, listen, like I said, it depends on what we really need coverage in. I think obviously Soto will be more of a namesake that's gonna make a certain fan shut their mouth. Oh, Brian Cashman actually did something, blah, 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 blah. But to me, bro, moves like that don't mean nothing if it's not going to do nothing. Feel me? We could go out and get Soto. Ooh, what do you do?
But you know what it is, though? I feel like it just completely changes the lineup. Besides that he's left-handed, besides that he's a good fielder, he walks. He hits for average. He has power.
Right.
I feel like that checks all the boxes, right. And he's young, and we're not giving some 35-year-old a 5-year contract.
And that's exactly why I said Soto probably makes more better, a smarter play. It's just the contract obviously will be longer and, for a lot more money. But I think whatever we really need the coverage in most, which I think is obviously what Soto covers. So I guess that, more than likely would be the better option. But yeah. I also do think we do need to go out and get some type of pitching too, Brian, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it doesn't need to be Yamamoto.
And then, hold on, time out. And then I'm hearing we might bring that Frankie fucking Montas.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking shit like that.
No, and you know what pisses me off about that?
As a Yankee fan, and you go, are you kidding me?
Well, and the thing that pisses me off about that, it's not that he's even forecasting, Tony, anything good for Montas. He wants to bring him back because he wants to make up for the fact that he didn't even pitch for the Yankees and they gave a prospect. Oh, well, he's going to have a good season this year. Let's get him on a cheap deal. And then I'm going to look smart, right? Or
yeah, no. Cashman loves that.
But this is all we're doing, making moves based on his fucking ego. It's ridiculous.
Oh, God, my man literally shops at fucking Payless and Lot Less. Payless don't be so fucking cheap, you bum. Oh my God.
No, it's brutal. It's brutal. So we'll say a couple Hail Marys on our end and see what happens. But we just wanted to get your opinion on that. So thanks for calling in, Lonnie. As always, we appreciate it.
Of course. And I am technically at work, but I had to do what I had to do.
Hey, no, I appreciate you, dog.
Of course. And of course, Tony. I hope your mom's hi, Mom. I hope Tony's mom is listening. Shout out to everybody listening as well. Michael, hope you're, somewhere traveling the world, getting things ready for, I guess, probably screen time and all this stuff. Hi, Renee. Hi, Matt. The real Matt, not the crybaby Matt.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I got to come in and do what I do. But, yeah, you got a great show. I'll be listening while I'm at work and stuff like that. And, yeah, shout out to the company, Rep DTV, Sportsport, all of that. Love you guys.
Hey.
Love you too, bro. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace.
That is Yanni. But I mean this in all seriousness because I know I've poked fun, Tony, at the Mets with Stearns and stuff. But I honestly feel like if we had David Stearns right now, like he could do some like serious work. Like he'd be so much better than Cashman. And I know he's got an ego, but he definitely is more innovative and he can work with less. Imagine with a big budget. Like
I know.
I do you think though, honestly, bottom 5 GM Cashman at this point?
At this point, yeah, has to be. Because I mean, when you think about like, Jesus, what was his first year? Was
1995 assistant general manager.
Okay, and then when did he become the actual GM?
I think midway through 96 or something. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I feel like he's had again, like obviously early success.
But Gene Michael's team.
But yeah, and it's also like think about what Lonnie was saying. Like you don't have that many like homegrown made guys. You know,
he literally has the lowest hit percentage of first round picks that have even played for the team.
Like, it's brutal, dude. So like clearly you're doing something wrong, and then the drought of the lack of World Series. I get it. Over 500, that's great, but I mean, like that's not what you're striving for. I mean, the Yankees have set a precedent of win or bust. Like that's their fan base, their players, the whole organization is based around winning, or this is a shit, or that's not worth it. You know, and you haven't been winning, so it's like you got to go. You got to get out of there, dude.
I mean, maybe he'll try to save face with a big offseason, but I just know if this season coming up is a disaster, I really believe he's going to be gone. I really, really do believe that because it's like, how much leeway are you going to get?
Honestly,
it doesn't make any sense. So before we get to football here, just want to update everybody. Butterfield Bermuda Championship here right now. Alex Noren, 9 under through 16, starting on the back. He's got a 1-shot lead over Vince Whaley, and I know Tony will be around for this. Tied for third, Stuart Sink.
Yeah, dude.
7 under through 15. Ryan Brem is also 7 under as well. And then looking down the list here, I had seen Martin Lard. Okay, Martin Lard, 3 under. Lard. I swear, I still don't get why it's that funny, Tony. I'm not kidding.
It's just like one of those. Who is the other guy? Harold Varner.
Yeah. Well, but I get Varner because it was like the pronunciation. Though, you know what I mean? But Martin Lard. So obviously early on here, but some low scores to start. So we'll keep you posted. We'll give you another update towards the end of the show. And actually, I just want to take a quick peek here. I looked before. I think he was even, so he might have.
Yeah, where's your guy
here? Glover. Okay, 1 under through 15. So you want to get another birdie, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not a disaster, but you want a little more on a gettable course.
That's have another domestic offense.
Easy does it, Tony. Easy does it. But let's go now to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick 6. Minka Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again. Mahomes escaping on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop
it. Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle. Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right.
Quincy
So
Williams, dude.
Thursday night football, we have the Chicago Bears hosting the Carolina Panthers. So obviously two of the weaker teams in the NFL. Tickets as low as 57. I know Tony always gets riled for that.
67, it says here.
57 on Vivid.
Oh,
seats.
wow, dude. ESPN doesn't know shit about ticket prices.
That is actually odd. No, because I am on ESPN. Wait, did you see it? And then it changes it to 57. And when you go to the box, like, yeah, that makes sense.
What the hell? Yeah, really.
Anyway, so a couple storylines here. The first, Justin Fields, there was some optimism he was going to go. But he's doubtful, and it's hilarious. So they're listing him as doubtful. They have the press conference. They're asking Coach Mike. You heard about it?
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Ricky Day. Yeah. And then they ask him. Listen,
I wasn't.
And then they go, okay, so Fields. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to play. Why are you saying he's doubtful? Oh, we just want to see how he's doing. And then the reporter goes, follow-up question. So he's not going to play, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
Like what are we... Crazy. And then on top of it, there's some extra motivation here for the Chicago Bears. They had the number 1 pick last year, traded it to Carolina, obviously received DJ Moore, future draft choice, one of them being the Panthers pick this year. So if they beat them, that'll obviously improve their draft position. So some extra motivation. Obviously, Tyson Bagent getting the start. And, at times he's been okay. I think this is a game for Chicago that you really want to lean on your defense. We've seen them have good performances at times. You think about the blowout win against Oakland. That's something that stood out to me. And then they also were able to drop 40 on Washington on the road, which is pretty impressive. Had a close one with New Orleans last week, only losing by 7. So I think that's
your boy threw 3 interceptions though.
Bagent?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he sucks. I'm just saying at times people have gotten Ralph.
No, he's your boy. You want him over Wilson?
No.
Really?
Well, to me, it's
ridiculous.
the same thing.
Yeah. Trevor Siemian.
Yes, Tony. But yeah, I think it's all the defense just has to take this one home. And I honestly think I could see it happening because we saw Bryce Young have 3 interceptions last week. And despite, Adam Thielen obviously having a resurgent season and Chuba Hubbard kind of taking over that lead role from Miles Sanders, who was their big free agent acquisition. I just think the Bears defense can step up and just try to be creative and find DJ Moore to get him the ball. I believe, is there a call? Tony's giving me a call look. Honestly.
No call.
What's on the
phone?
phone?
About what you're saying right now.
No, I counter then. Go ahead. Your floor is yours. Go.
No, I'm just thinking about what you're saying. I'm saying, dude. I don't know, dude. I mean, Panthers 6-3. Come on, dude.
No, but I mean, you do look at it though, and we do think of
14-9 Panthers.
Bryce Young, throwing a lot of interceptions, but 7 on the year, but then 3 were last game. So it's the previous 2 games he didn't throw one. But obviously their defense has gotten torched. 42 points allowed to Miami, 42 points allowed to Detroit, and then 27 last week in that loss to Indianapolis. So that's where I'm at. I don't think the Bears by any means are a good team, but I think their defense is what separates them from Carolina. And I know theoretically, Carolina should have the better quarterback. They have the number 1 overall pick, and the Bears have an undrafted Tyson Bagent, whatever it is,
Pickett?
Tony. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Obviously, the home field advantage as well.
Yeah, Chicago.
And 38.5 is the line
Chicago's
here.
winning 3 at home though.
And then you heard Dave saying too he was all set to take Carolina, and then the line dropped from 3.5 to 3. So he said he's staying away, but they're gonna keep refreshing the odds.
I bet Darren Orlovsky thinks the Bears are gonna win.
That I did see that.
Yeah.
So it did bother me a little bit.
Dude, he looks a little ill.
You think?
Don't you think so? Like he looks too skinny.
Maybe he's never really beefy.
No, but he looks like I don't know that looks very skinny. His eyes are like a little sunken in too.
I mean, you don't think he just could have gotten hammered last night?
Yeah, maybe, dude. Probably, yeah, probably. Probably so it would be.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think the Bears are really any good, but I just think that Carolina is just that bad, and that's why I really, when I look at this on the surface, you know, I'm anticipating a Bears victory. And it's funny though, the matchup here, Tony, this reminds me of the Colts Broncos game from last year. Went into overtime. I don't think there was any offensive touchdowns. And I know you remember this quote. Al Michaels, you know, goes to Kirk Herbstreit. You know, sometimes the game is so bad, it's good. Yeah. You know what I mean? No. And like he said it with like a Tony straight face. No. I really think we could get to that. A lot of don't you think defense, running game this game? I mean, I don't think either of these quarterbacks are touching 300 yards.
No, not even close, dude. Again, looking at Tyson over here.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
And that's
dude.
why he played Division II.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Shepherd University.
Shepherd. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, this is the Shepherd guy. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I want to say, yeah, like you said, I mean, I can see Chicago's defense stepping up. But I mean, the offense, I mean, yeah, maybe there's like a fumble recovery, scoop and score, pick six or something like that. But even looking at these two teams, I mean, you know, obviously Panthers only won one game against Houston, 15-13. Other than that, I mean, you know, you're getting blown out by double digits every other game. Really same thing with the Bears too. Obviously have one more win, beating the Commanders 40-20 and then Vegas 30-12. So I guess they have more ability to score, but I don't know, man. With Bagent, 3 picks against New Orleans.
Well, it was on the road in New Orleans. And listen, I think he's terrible, but I've watched some Carolina football games. You know, they were on Monday Night Football. It's not pretty. No. I mean, I think they looked better with Dalton playing quarterback. I mean, their only win, they barely got by Houston. So
yeah, barely is right.
That's where I'm at. And also Josh B coming in the clutch here saying pronounced Bagent. At least that's how they say it during games. Oh, well, so we appreciate Josh giving us a little assist there.
That's a tough name, Tyson Bagent.
Yeah, definitely a tough one, a tight one, Tony. So what are we thinking here?
Speaking of a tight one,
do we want to go opposite sides on both the total and the spread? I mean, you seem like you're Frank Reich and Bryce Young all day here. I don't know if there's been any, you know, change in thought process for you.
I mean, if you want to go Bears, I'll go Panthers. But Jesus Christ, Brian, this game is going to be an absolute bore, dude.
You know,
like, I really don't care, honestly. Like Kirk Herbstreit, no.
Yeah, but it's I don't have an explanation for you, Tony. But when it comes to NFL games, short of the Yankees in the playoffs, and I guess yes, the Rangers in the playoffs, but they don't coincide, Jay, with the helpful suggestion there. I just have to watch it. That's just how I've always been. For me, it's always interesting, and I think part of it too is having 5 fantasy teams. You always have someone on the field, so. In this game, I actually picked up the Bears defense for one of my fantasy teams. What do you think about that matchup? I mean, I think they can hold Carolina at bay, right? Some turnovers, probably like you said, a defensive score.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's a good pickup. Good for you. But come on, dude, you really wouldn't like be interested in watching hockey. Like if the game is terrible and you're just like, this is an absolute bore. There's a billion hockey games
unless it's the result is not in question. I'm always going to take the football game over.
So if it's like 21-0 in the third quarter, you're like, all right.
Well, it has to be 21-0 in the fourth quarter. You know, because 21-0 third quarter.
Yeah. So 21-0 in the fourth quarter at like the 2 minute warning.
2 minute warning. I mean, 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left. Sure.
4 minutes left.
So, we talk about the full 27. But boy, I miss baseball. But at the same time, it does speak to something like this game. You know, you think like you're basically calling it a pile of shit.
It is a pile of shit.
And I'm all over it. I'm excited to watch it. I don't want to miss kickoff. I'm kind of jacked up. I know you're already thinking hockey, Tony.
Dude, Oilers are playing the Sharks. Watch out, Brian. Who are you picking?
Sharks.
Honestly, I want you should live tweet the game, dude.
Live tweet the Sharks game or this game?
No. The Panthers game.
Not a problem.
Not a problem?
Yeah. I'm going to be calling you out.
Yeah,
a lot of finger pointing. The
good.
rugby.
Good. Oh my god.
The drinking. Let's see. So Bears here. I will take as -3.
Yeah.
Tony gets him +3. And then what do you want to do on the total here? I mean, whoever gets the under is looking pretty good, I would think.
I know 38.5 seems kind of high, but it's like, again, like sometimes Vegas just knows these things, dude.
Yeah, but your choice, whatever you want, because I kind of said I'm taking the Bears. So
yeah, I think last Thursday night, or maybe it was Monday night, I took the under.
Yeah,
and it flubbed me.
Was it by a half point or something?
Yeah, it was 36.5. I guess give me the under again.
Okay, so 38.5.
38.5.
All right.
Yeah,
And
dude.
over 38.5. And then what is the actual score?
I'm gonna say literally, like, let's say Panthers, I don't know, 12-9, 12-7. Say 12-7.
I'm gonna say Bears 24-21.
Oh wow, keeping it tight.
2 defensive touchdowns for the Bears.
Bears
Fumble and a pick 6.
So it's a
score.
Wait, what was this spread you had on there? 3 points?
3.
Oh wow, okay.
And 20.
So it's
okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. 24-20. Whatever.
24-20. Okay.
Little snafu.
It's okay. It's gonna be a great game, dude. What do you think the viewage?
It'll probably, in all seriousness, and I know I'm kind of sliding my own team here, but will do more than the Rangers and the Oilers game combined. It will. I mean, that's just football's king. That's just how it is. With
I think that's false, dude.
It's not.
No, we're gonna check it tomorrow. We're gonna check it out tomorrow.
We will, Tony.
We're gonna follow up on this one. What do you think about Josh B right now, dude?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Usually, Josh B kind of seems to, support me with my takes here.
It's not about you, Brian.
Not support a Met fan, Josh, of all people.
Oh my gosh. He's just speaking the truth, and he also says red zone all day.
But you know what the difference with him is, though? I think he doesn't, and I could be wrong here, Josh, so tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he enjoys watching football nationally as much as I do. He would rather watch the Jets standalone, and he's upset with the Jets. And for me, I guess it's as simple as I'm used to the Jets being disappointing, so I'm entertained by everything else. That's what I have to do. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. But red zone, like he says, red zone is unbelievable. And I always do, there's red zone on, but then, the other TVs have the other games on. But I honestly would be fine with red zone by itself. I guess if, especially if like Rodgers was playing on the Jets, I would say then I would want to have definitely a separate TV for that. But it's just the offense right now. I mean, it's a killer. And it's like, Joni, what I've had to suffer through between the Yankees and the Jets offense this year. I mean, my God, Tony. I mean, at least the Rangers for now. Wow. Are a saving grace.
Why do you say it like that, dude? For now.
Because I'm saying, let's see what happens in the playoffs. I'm saying I just have had to go through a lot of suffering.
You sound very skeptical.
I'm not. I said they're the best team in the league.
Now.
But I'm not saying anything further than that because everybody throws around Mr. Mush. So I'm not saying anything.
I don't think that's not real, though.
What'd you say?
I think you said that Eddie Mush is not real.
No, it's not. But I'm just tired of hearing about it.
Man.
And last thing here, because I know you're itching, Tony, for the hockey video here. And we're looking ahead, and it'll be on part of the game anyway when we're at the Horseshoe on Sunday. But what are your kind of early feels about the Jets and the Raiders game on Sunday night? Vegas, the drinking.
I mean, honestly, no, I'm not worried because I think that the Raiders suck. I really do.
What about Antonio Pierce?
Antonio Pierce, I love it, dude. I love that storyline. The players are getting behind him. However, I think that one win was a fluke. It was just because they changed his coach. They were hyped
Saturday,
up. Yeah, Colts. Dude. Like that's what it is, man.
Wait,
that's all it is.
Giants, obviously, Danny DeVito as well,
right?
Quarterback,
right? I'm just like the change of scene, the change of pace. They're hyped. Yeah. They got the win. They celebrated. It's a beautiful story, and I'm sure Pierce is going to set up a good culture there for the Raiders. But I think that the honeymoon was just a one and done game here.
But so you really don't think it's going to be close at all?
I never said that, dude. I think it could. Yeah, I think it could be a close game. I mean, the Raiders still have athletes with abilities to score,
Adams,
and talented.
Jacobs.
Yeah, exactly. So, and again, Adams seems like someone who's pretty fierce right now. Wants to make an example, and also wants to make himself look like, hey, man, in case he starts shopping elsewhere, like, hey, I still got it. This is just the Raiders. So I think that they're going to be competitive, but I mean, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, the Jets on paper, I think, are a better team.
One possession game, though, or no?
I can see it being like a 27-24, 27-21 sort of deal.
So close. Yeah. It's not going to, and I mean, obviously, the advantage the Jets have with their defense going against a rookie quarterback. I mean, obviously, that's good interim offensive coordinator. Jay saying Sauce gets his first touchdown on Sunday.
Love that, baby.
And two quick things. And I know I keep delaying hockey, Tony, and you're probably getting tight at me.
It's okay. No, I'm not getting tight.
The first, I think, is hilarious. We're talking Raiders. We're talking Pierce. But I saw something in that. I don't know if it's true, but it seemed Matthew Ryan's back. It is kind of, though, actually, I mean, do you think it's symmetrical? Matthew Ryan, he's commenting, he's fired up. And this is kind of like, a parallel. He was playing in a terrible football game last year against the Broncos Thursday night, right? I mean, you can connect the dots, Tony, right?
Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, I heard something that Josh McDaniels, and this is going back a ways, but we know what I said about, he got pissed at Pierce, referencing the Patriots, losing the Giants, all that. But that when he was the Broncos coach, Peyton Hillis, and you remember, he almost died when he saved his kids swimming this past year. So he was a running back on the Broncos, Pro Bowler. When he was there, he traded him because he thought his wife was attracted to her. Like she was attracted to Peyton Hillis. So he dealt him because of that. That's what the story said.
And how factual is that? Like,
I don't know.
Was she really?
I saw a quick thing. It could be false, but at the same time, he seems like he has so many issues. I mean, we're talking about Cashman having issues.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Would you at that point trade the guy or divorce your wife first? If she was like, yeah, I'm attracted to him.
Tony, just that's one of those things that just is a dumb question.
I mean, it's just like, what would you do?
I'm just going to have a generic answer here. I think nobody is staying with their wife if they're saying they're attracted to somebody else. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So yes, divorce.
You had to slip it. The other one, and I don't know, Matthew Ryan, who knows? He says he lives in New York. Does he say he lives in New York, or is it New Jersey?
Ryan in Jersey.
Jersey. Okay. You would think he probably would, being a big fan. He said he sold his tickets to the next home game. So I think he knows this, but I can't believe I forgot to mention this. So they have this like third down call, and by the way, too, same PA announcer at UBS as the Jets.
No kidding.
Yeah,
cool.
I noticed it right away. But they do this thing like when it's third down, he literally, I mean, he must have said this 35, 40 times. And like the announcer, PA announcers, they do a little, I don't know, they sound a little goofy. Maybe not as bad as like the guy at Yankee Stadium, but like still kind of chief.
Yeah.
And I sort of got 30, 35 times ahead to hear this when I was at the game. It's third down! Like literally like that. I don't know. I don't know if he had it on repeat. Like, I don't know how he said it that many times. And then they like do these like sound effects. Like, I really wish you were there to hear it. Can we just do a quick check, Tony, if this is on YouTube? Jets third down, MetLife Stadium. Sound.
Jets, let's see. PA announcer.
Third down, MetLife.
You think it's the same guy from 2015? Third down announcement.
No,
Patriots
third down
Jets.
sound effects.
Oh man. Maybe I have to go to Twitter. Let's just see what this guy says.
Okay.
Oh, let me bring it in here.
That's so funny. I don't know if this is the same guy, but that's the same. I'll know in a second. Let's see.
This is your guy, dude. They're gonna show him too on screen.
It is third down. horn.
The
They
horn.
oh my God. And then they started, not that they do the third down, like a verbal part of it, but they started doing the horn on second down too.
Oh my God,
And it was
dude.
just like, it was insane.
I love that.
And it was really like, you could just tell they're really trying to hype you up for the defense because the offense is so bad. They're really trying to get the crowd into it. Like what did you think about that call, honestly, though?
I could see why after a while, and then having shit on second down even too. Like that's tough, dude.
But how does he not lose his
surprising.
voice?
That's a good point, honestly.
And then it's the Jets aren't scoring down a couple touchdown.
Yeah.
Same volume,
Same, yeah.
says it the same way. I couldn't believe it.
He probably drinks a lot of Bigelow tea.
You think?
Yeah, soothe the vocal cords.
And then he's at the Islanders.
Yeah.
So-
did he do anything like that for the Islanders?
Oh man,
Like maybe there's a minute in the period left.
Yeah, that, and then like announcing the goals.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
No, like they'll say the time, and then they'll say like the person who scored, and they'll be like, goal, Noah Dobson. That goal assisted by so.
Love that.
Good stuff there. But I had to get all that out. But hey, it's time. We kind of set it up. We're talking hockey already. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle, quick! It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink wide! Made the full split save!
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights!
Not last night, huh?
No.
It's third down. I don't know why, Tony. I had to get one more out.
I like that, dude. Yeah, no, let's do it. You should be the new PA guy.
I think I'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I think you'd be really good, dude.
What do you think about Matthew Ryan? I mean, he's jacked. He's all caps. I mean, what do you think's going on? Is he
Pretty
drinking?
normal, probably. Honestly, if I know anything about Matthew Ryan, Tony Orn, same thing. The Jets will win. Am I?
I mean, I think it's in question. I definitely think that. Yeah, I mean, I just think that the Raiders, Jacobs, Adams.
Yeah. You think I'm insane thinking that?
Not insane, but it's hard to, after last week's performance, to have confidence on the road, prime time, opposing team fired up, interim coach. I mean, it's tough. It's definitely not a secure situation. And it should be because they're starting a rookie quarterback, but it's in question, definitely.
All right, dude. I mean, come on. Raiders suck, dude. Stop it. The Raiders suck. They're a bad organization. They're toxic over there. I don't care if they won. Antonio Pierce, first game, first win.
But see, I don't
stop it. Things don't change like that immediately.
The thing though, because I
Especially
know
for NFL.
I know how this stuff works, Tony. But then I don't want this to get into the point where we think that I'm in any way, shape, or form rooting against the Jets. Because that's not happening. I'm just saying.
Zach Wilson is. I mean, Matt Ryan is.
I would not be surprised if they struggled in this game and unfortunately ended up losing it. They can't afford to lose it. They have to win it. I hope they win it.
Yes.
But they gotta figure out a way to be better.
They do.
That's it. Just like Brian Cashman.
You think Brian Cashman will be better? No. You think Zach Wilson will be better?
I think Cashman has a better chance because he might get Soto.
Stop it. No way. You think better chance of success, Zach Wilson or Brian Cashman?
Brian Cashman, as much as we hate him at one point or another, did succeed, and Zach can't say the same. So
Zach succeeded in college a little bit. No?
Anyway, Tony.
Where did Cashman go to college? You know?
This is like something to you, like look it up real quick, like so excited to look it up.
Yeah, you want to do it?
While Tony's looking that up, quick synopsis of the scores last night. Kind of a couple upsets here.
Yeah,
Senators
dude.
on the road, 6-3.
Oh my goodness.
Over the Leafs. Kings 4-1 over the Knights on the road as well. And how about let's continue the theme. Road teams. Panthers 4-3 overtime. Sam Reinhart with the game winner. Did we get confirmation on the college for Mr. Cashman?
Yeah, we did actually. He went to the Catholic University of America in Washington, D.C., dude.
I mean, it kind of seems right.
Yeah,
That's where
I
like
guess
a
so.
chief would go.
It
right?
is. Average annual cost before financial aid, $72,000 per year. I imagine back then, it was much cheaper, probably much more smaller. They're known for... They're the only higher education institution founded by the U.S. bishops. So there you go, dude.
You know what I don't get? Have you been to DC?
Never.
But like, obviously, you're somewhat familiar. Of course, everybody knows like governments there and stuff. But I don't get the draw.
I don't know. I've never been. I mean, I feel like going to it's the nation's capital. That's the draw. No.
But what are you going to stare at the White House? Like I'm saying, as far as living there, not like going once, going the monument tour. Like sure. But I don't see the draw.
I mean, I don't know what else. Like, do they have some? Like, I mean, what else is there? Dude?
The drinking, literally
the
going to
like,
restaurants, bars.
Are there good restaurants though?
Yeah, they are. But I don't know. It seems, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like to me, it doesn't seem like it would be worth it by any means.
By the way, there's a notable alumni portion. And Brian Cashman is not he's not high up on this.
Maybe
list,
he didn't graduate. He just went there.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it said he went there. Did it say he graduated?
Oh gosh, Rosanna Scotto went there. Wow, a lot of people went there. Timothy Dolan went there. Great guy.
Couple more comments here. Matthew Ryan says, Tony, they have Zach Wilson. I am a real Jets fan. And then Yanni says Cashman went to Dickhead University.
That's awesome. Good for Lonnie, dude. Lonnie did a great job today, by the way. He texted me. I haven't had a chance to respond, but he did a great job.
He did do a great job, by the way, too, Lonnie.
No, that's what I'm saying, dude.
He texted all of us in the group chat, Tony. It was like a special text for you.
Like, I kind of thought it was, to be honest, but I guess I'm not that special.
No, I mean, who said you were?
I thought Lonnie said it.
Okay. But of course, and we said that to Lonnie. We always appreciate him. He brings it every day. That's important.
Me, sorry.
Oh, stop it.
Matt Ryan is getting pretty fucking tight, I think. Come on, the real Jets fan. Come on, man. You're rooting against them. All right, you are. Matthew Ryan is, dude.
I don't know. I mean, this could go on forever, Tony, but I don't know. I know you see it. I mean, I don't know. It's like in any other walk of life, like with Cashman, you know what I mean, dude? Like that's
dude,
like
this photo.
That's a photo.
Believable,
I know you never
dude.
check Twitter, but I tagged everybody in it, and I said, Cashman at the Kentucky Derby after he loses 100,000.
Oh,
with the glasses, like did it look like he kind of was like in front of like a stable?
So freaking funny. Oh, sorry.
You're looking about the graduation?
Yeah.
College baseball.
Yeah, you earned your bachelor's degree in history, and he played baseball. 4-year starter at second base.
School record for most hits in a season.
Leadoff hitter.
It's been broken, and he did get the degree. So
yeah, he did get it.
I guess he's just not well liked, so that's why they didn't, put him too high on that list.
They fucking have everyone else there. Jeez.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve it though. Quack.
That's what they say, dude.
Tony, I'm willing to serve you food with only an 8. I feel like you're rubbing off a little too much on Lonnie, because these are usually like your type of jokes. Yesterday with the clothes under the apron. I mean, what are you texting him on the side, Tony? I mean, what are you not telling us here?
Don't stop that, Brian.
Matthew Ryan, he's back.
Matthew Ryan says, at Jay Bird, I'm a real Jet fan. Jay Bird said, you're a loser Jet fan. I don't know, man. It kind of seems like maybe swaying towards the loser Jet fan. And then Lonnie says he paid for that degree. I mean, everyone pays for their degree, Lonnie.
Yes, they do. They do.
Brian paid for his.
Yeah.
Brian Barnaby.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about sharing a name with Cashman?
Lonnie, the company.
He's back. Wow.
Oh, shit. Lonnie, you there?
Oh, my God.
Pocket?
You all right, Lonnie?
Hold on. I'm here. I'm back on.
Yeah, you're back on, buddy.
Am I back or not?
Yeah, you're on, dude. You're on, baby.
Here.
You're live right now on the Sport Board. What's up?
Barnes. I'll make this quick. Barnes. Listen, this is how I am. Like, the whole different stuff, that's how I am. Don't Tony's saying anything to me. If anything, he's saying stuff to him on the side.
I don't know why it sounds like you have a voice scrambler right now. I think it's just a connection, but I thought you had somebody else on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hear me? What's going on? I'm good. Hear me?
Yeah, I guess it's
you're
like
just
a little more normal, but it's still not like 100%.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. All I'm going to say is that this is who I am. I normally say stuff like this. Don't think it's Tony and stuff to me on the side. Probably more me saying to him on the side. Probably looking at his phone like, what the hell is wrong with God? But it's all, fun and games. Like
Oh,
I said,
yeah. No. I know. That was honestly more than the shot at Tony than anything, but I didn't actually think that you were texting us on the side. It just sounded very similar.
I know it was a shot at Tony. Trust me, I started dying and I had to call. I was like, wow, it's hilarious. Let you guys get back to work. Once again, love you guys. I'll let you, do your thing.
All right, Lottie. Thanks a lot, bro.
Love you too,
man.
Yeah. Peace. All right.
I mean, that was for voice scrambler.
I mean,
don't
honestly,
know.
dude, yeah, maybe it's just the Bluetooth connection.
That you think that's our end?
Yeah.
But it was literally like, whoa. It was like
as if he was in water.
No.
Oh,
No, tell me you don't miss that a little bit. Like, that was kind of funny for Gaming Corner.
yes, no, that was, dude. That was kind of freaking me out, honestly, a little bit, dude. At first, I was like,
no, I swear to God, I thought it was like somebody else from the company that he was with, like was on the phone.
Too,
like, I didn't know what that was. But I agree with your statement about Cashman Dickhead University. Y'all know what I meant by saying he paid for it.
Yeah, no, we do, we know.
So yeah, I was just mentioning, it was a small slate last night, a couple upsets. I know you were out for the Kings and the picks. That was terrible. Dude. The Capitals suck. I already knew it. I was taking a shot in the dark. It worked out with the Sharks the other night. Didn't work out here.
They almost, took it to overtime. They almost won.
But it's like them and the Penguins. I think they're similar.
How about the fucking Maple Leafs getting blown out?
Are they 6-5?
6-5-2 right now. They're not doing well, and they give up 3 goals in the third period. Like they blew it there to the Ottawa Senators. Oh, Toronto is so embarrassing, dude. They're oh god, dude.
And all of Canada besides Toronto hates them. So
yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. That's what my Canadian friends said.
Yeah.
But that being said, big slate tonight. Of course, the Rangers back in action here at home against the Wild. And I did tag you on Twitter again. I don't know if you got this.
I'm trying to be more.
But your buddy and Ryan Mead, who covers the Rangers, made this reference: spicy pork getting the start in net tonight.
Actually,
we were just talking about that yesterday. If he's had a start or not.
When did you tag me in that?
This morning. I don't know what's with your notifications. It seems like it's always an issue.
I know. This is 9:15 a.m. Yeah, here's something I don't think I'd post this year without Fox, Hito, Igor, and Quick. Wow, Domingue.
Louis Domingue, Tony. Rangers -120 now because of that. Wild are only 5-5.
That's tough, dude.
And the Wild just beat the Rangers last week, right?
On Saturday, they won in a shootout.
Oh, right. That was the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, are you a little nervous about Lewis in that here?
Yeah, I am a little nervous. I mean, the last time these two teams faced each other, the Rangers went up 3-0 in the first period, then blew that lead. Ended up losing 5-4 to a shootout, I believe it was. And I kind of thought, Jonathan, quick redemption game, but we had Domingue in net. I mean, I guess let's look up some minor league stats of Louis so far. Louis Domingue stats. Let's do that. I can't believe that he's starting.
Yeah,
pretty crazy, dude.
It is.
He's 3-1 in the season, 1 shutout, 1.75 goals against an average, and a .934 save percentage. So he's doing pretty well for the Wolfpack. Looks like most recently, this is the most recent game, 10-29.
You know what's weird? When I go to goalies on the Rangers, they list Dylan Garand as the third goalie.
Interesting.
4th round pick, Victoria, British Columbia, 2020.
Wow.
21 years old.
I mean, good for him. Young buck.
But yeah, I can't believe Domingue's not listed. But if Ryan Mead said that, I mean, it should be legit.
Yeah, it's Ryan Mead is, nothing to sneeze about there. I mean, I haven't heard from my girl Molly Walker, but that's fine.
Yeah, recalled yesterday, so they probably just didn't update the
Rangers. Louis Domingue first off ice Thursday. Louis Domingue, Garand recalled from Wolfpack. Yeah. The Rangers have recalled Louis Domingue. Yeah.
Oh, they're recalling both of them. Is Quick not healthy?
Where'd you see?
Or do they need to have 3? No, but you're not going to have 3 goalies active, right?
No,
But I'm saying if Garand's a goalie, so why would he be recalled as well?
because it's just Domingue and yeah, that's an interesting
point.
And Connor Mackey from the Hartford Wolfpack.
You know what's an interesting stat, Tony?
What do you got for me?
Louis Domingue's last NHL action was in the playoffs against the Rangers.
Really?
So this is going to be his Ranger debut.
That's sick. Good for him, dude. I'm hopeful for. I mean, again, like having some good numbers here in the AHL, I think speaks volumes. Thank God. Ryan Mead. Hopefully, he's not.
No, it's an article
dude.
that he's recalled back in the NHL. So no, he's going to start.
That's legit, dude.
Yeah.
Love that. So honestly, yeah, Domingue AHL doing well. 1 shutout already. 35 save shutout. That's dope, dude. I think a big revenge spot for the Rangers here against the Wild. Again, I think that loss against them, only the second loss of the season. It was a fluke, dude. They kind of flubbed a 3-goal lead, take it to the shootout. I'm sure there was some blown defense. That was the game I think that Fox got hurt. I think.
Oh, in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hedl. So that was like they had, they kind of had to deal with that in game. Now they've, they have a full roster here. No one's getting extra time. So I like it, dude. And you have other guys stepping up. Sorry, the comments are so freaking funny.
I didn't see anything in the group chat though.
Why is it checking the group chat now?
But right? I mean,
check it now, dude.
I just checked it.
Check it again.
Hey, maybe he's sending like a picture of his breakfast and it's just taking a little bit to send.
Yeah, I think it's just a picture of something else, honestly.
I knew when I said that you were thinking that. A little shtick. Little
shtick, dude. Anyway, dude, I'm taking the Rangers tonight. I think a big get right spot against Minnesota. Minnesota is not that great of a team. They have some goal scorers. Kaprizov. Zuccarello always seems to score. Whatever.
I mean, honestly,
literally.
Can we look that up on the prop on that?
The prop? Like a bet on that?
Yeah, if it's out there, but I feel like it has to be, no?
Yeah. Zuccarello.
Odds to score against Rangers. Go to that first thing there. On the top, all the way to the top.
WBNG. Yeah. Top player prop bets. Panarin, Chris Kreider props. Zuccarello recent games.
Oh, points over under odds. Over a half a point minus 182. So it's just points, but minus 182 basically because it is a goal 2 or 1?
What do you mean?
Points. How does that work?
It's 1.
Everything's 1.
Yeah, everything's 1.
Okay, so I mean, all he needs to have is an assist.
Yeah.
But minus 182, that's heavy.
Zuccarello 3 goals and 10 assists in 12 games for Minnesota, add up to 13 total points this season. So he averages a point a game. Obviously, it's pretty good. And then so far, again, against the Rangers, he had 2 points off of 4 shots.
Yeah.
Goal and assist. So that's interesting. But I forget what I was looking up. They're I want to look up their lineup, honestly.
Line combos?
Their line combo. If you notice, too, Peter Laviolette dropped Capo Caco down to the 3rd line.
But Blake Wheeler's on the first
I know.
line.
Blake Wheeler should not be here, but he doesn't want to disturb Trocheck, Lafreniere, Panarin. But I mean,
they should be the.
I would probably put Cooley up there, but Blake Wheeler, I don't know, man. I mean, Blake Wheeler is a big body to have. Him and Kreider around. I think would be interesting. So we'll see how that works. And I'm sure it's going to be a work in progress with the game. I mean, he's just trying it out. But looking here, at the forwards here for Minnesota, I guess Marco Rossi's been all right. Matthew Boldy, Marcus Johansson, Marcus Foligno, Joel Eriksson Ek, I believe, had a goal the last time they played together here last weekend. Patrick Maroon, Wiley Vet, I guess, and Kirill Kaprizov has been, I want to say, underwhelming so far this season. I think that they can eat up their defensemen. Zach Bogosian, stop it, dude. Jonas Brodin, honestly. And then obviously, I guess Gustafsson is getting the start tonight. Which is, I guess, is all right, dude. But I think the Rangers, honestly, unconfirmed right now, Domingue likely right now. I think it'd be a complete shit show for the Wild. I would honestly say, Rangers here, they win it. I'd say 5-2. Domingue, strong start, maybe like 33 of 35 saves, something like that. 32 of 34 saves, around there.
He might get some trade value, honestly. If he makes a couple starts here, does well.
Yeah, I wanted to check. I didn't even see how old he was.
31.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get up there for some trade value, but I love it, honestly. Rangers been absolutely on fire right now. I love Laviolette holding players accountable. He literally said the reason why Kakko got moved is because his just production isn't where he expected it to be at this point in the season, and he's totally right. We talked about, Lafreniere certainly being one of the younger players that is more outstanding. And Kaapo Kakko, I think patience and time is thinning for him. So hopefully he gets some third line shifts. Maybe he can, capture lightning in a bottle, Brian.
Yeah, the only thing I'm a little nervous is, and I was lauding Laviolette yesterday, so let's not get this twisted, but I just hope this doesn't, create a pretentious situation. And then next thing we know, we're trading Kakko for pennies on the dollar, and then he goes somewhere else and stars like, he's talking about production's not where he thinks it is, but where's Blake Wheeler's production, Tony? I really think that's bullshit. Honestly, one bad move I think that he's made, and I think that's it.
I don't think it's a bad move. But
anybody on those lower lines, put them on the first line.
I know. I guess Jimmy Vesey on the first line would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Or Barclay Goodrow. But he's the last.
He's the center, Yeah, no.
Right.
You're trying to
go down or that's all they show. Okay.
Yeah, that's all they show. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing you're looking to have a right winger, that's the only problem. And so what's the only one you're gonna really bring up is probably Tyler Pitlick, which talk about lack of experience and not that great, I feel.
But I know he's worried about bringing guys up, but or just put Lafreniere up there. Like, I don't know. It's like they're going to be fine.
I'm sure it's not going to be a permanent thing. He may not even start the first line. Who knows? We may even start the second line.
Wait, because is Hedl a right wing or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the gap.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's where Pitlick is.
But what left wing, right wing? Are people interchangeable or not really?
Normally you're on the left wing, you're a lefty shooter. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't Panarin and Kreider righties?
Panarin is definitely a righty.
And so is Kreider.
I don't think Kreider is.
Look it up.
Oh, God.
There's no way Kreider's a lefty, Tony. It's not even. I can't believe you don't know, to be honest. And then I'm really like an idiot. He's going to be lefty, but no way.
Left wing shoots lefty.
I feel like that's a lie.
What?
No, because but you do always talk about how Hockey Reference is wrong.
No, not always. Take it easy. Yeah,
that's right. But so why is he on that side?
It's a good question. Probably because he's just that good.
But I'm saying, I guess what I was just asking though, and I know what you're saying, the shooting size, and I am like, I don't know if it's just because Kreider always like just taps it in like close to the net that I'm just not imagining. I really can't believe this, Tony. Who else is a lefty on the range? Mika is not a lefty. I don't
think he is.
Good. Let's go.
I'm trying to imagine righty.
Okay.
Like Wheeler, righty. You know that. Jimmy, I think, is on the left wing on the fourth line, right? But he is a lefty. Yep.
Foxy?
Righty? Adam Fox is a righty. Yeah, baby.
Barclay Goodrow, righty?
I think so. I would say yes. It's tough because he's a center, so you never really know. Lefty, damn it. Wow. Oh, he's labeled as a right winger here.
Huh. But I don't know. I just think they should be interchangeable. And
it's not that it's just tougher, like for certain players, because then just sometimes you get the puck, you kind of have to get it to your forehand,
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I know he doesn't deserve to be questioned. So, but you said 5-3, right?
Yeah, 5-3.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing Domingue back in action in the NHL.
What do you think? Honestly, final score of this game. What do you
got? 5-4.
Blake Wheeler scores first line, right winger, hyped.
No,
the wily vet.
No, but Kakko is tight and is gonna have 2 goals.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly, I fucking hope so. I hope it like lights a little fire underneath his ass.
You've been paying a little more attention to me. Has he been that bad, or is it not that he's looked embarrassing? He just hasn't scored much.
I think it's just he hasn't scored. At least in my opinion.
Has he scored?
No.
Let's go to the splits.
Kako with 2 A's. So I guess he has 1 goal, 1 assist.
Oh my God.
And that goal, maybe first game of the season. Jeez.
Yeah, I think it was the first game of the season.
Where game logs here, 2023, 2024.
Doesn't it already, even though it's not, doesn't it already seem like forever ago?
It does. 5th game of the season, I guess.
Oh, okay.
1 goal against Seattle. He had 1 goal, 1 point, plus 1 on the ice there. 1 goal on 1 shot, 100%, shoot 100%.
There you go.
But other than that, I mean, just look at I don't know, man. He doesn't even get a lot of looks, I guess, either. 3 shots, 2 shots, 1 shot, no shots.
Yeah.
Game 6 and 7 versus Calgary and Edmonton.
So you're calling for some more aggression.
Yeah, he needs to be more aggressive for sure. And his ice time isn't terrible, averaging probably somewhere around the 14 to 15 minute mark. Like there should be more production here.
Yeah,
certainly.
So we'll see if that starts tonight. They're just going back and forth about Zach Wilson. But again, me being the middleman, Tony, but tell me that I'm saying something wrong here, but can't you be, and I know it sounds like Matthew Ryan here, is being very negative, about the Jets, that they have no chance, which I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's necessary to say that, but can it be that you're a big supporter of the team, but you feel like the offense, because of their lack of points, needs to be held accountable? I mean, I don't think that's outlandish to say.
It's not that outlandish, but I really I don't know, man. I really do think that there are many things wrong with this Jets team this season. I mean, it's not just there's an issue with Zach Wilson. I mean, you saw the offensive line breakdown. We saw some drop passes from receivers. We have seen some poor play calling. I mean, it took, I think, the coaching staff of the Jets too long to even adjust to the fact that Rodgers went down. And at the end of the day, I keep saying this, the second Rodgers gets injured, the season is over. That you built your entire season around him. No matter who you brought in, maybe playoff chance, maybe wild card, maybe. But again, I mean, look what happens around the league. Everyone was thinking Kirk Cousins to come in. That obviously would not have worked out. There's even Gardner Minshew. I mean, you're talking about the same outcomes you're probably getting with Zach Wilson. And at the end of the day here, I understand that they didn't score any touchdowns. But if you look at Wilson's stat line, I mean, he had a better throwing percentage. He had more yards through the air than Justin Herbert. I mean, he really again, and Justin Herbert is I don't know, what do you say, maybe a top 8 quarterback in the league?
Maybe higher.
Probably, yeah. So I mean, I think that has something to say a little bit about Zach Wilson, and also the fact that the Jets have handed the Eagles, the best team in the league, their only loss so far. And I can't. I'm tired of hearing, well, Zach Wilson isn't winning us these games. Well, you can't say that he doesn't win you the games, and then you go or turn around and say, well, he's the reason why we're losing games. You can't have it both ways.
I think though there's a couple of things here, and I think the first is, we say, Trevor Siemian or whoever, isn't going to do a better job, but we haven't even seen them get a chance. Yeah. So it just seems idiotic to a lot of us fans that he's not getting that chance. So that's one thing. And then, of course, Lazard's not off the hook. The offensive line's not off the hook. But I do think there is something when you're on offense. And listen, you always got to be playing your best, of course. But I think there's no way to say with confidence that somebody's going to play at their best when they feel like the person that's ahead of the offense is constantly letting them down by missing throws and sacks. It's very deflating for them when they're out there.
But I mean, that's a shit attitude. I mean, it's pick each other up. I'm going to play my best, because if you play your best, there's a better chance that Zach Wilson is going to play his best. He needs support. Any quarterback does. And it's not, damn, I forgot what I was going to say. You said something at first. What was the first thing you said?
Oh, but that they haven't given anybody else a shot just to see. Just to see.
I mean, I feel like for me, and this is just me, I mean, the last thing I would want for my team is to have some type of quarterback carousel where it's we're doing 2 weeks with this guy, 2 weeks with this guy. See, we'll give him another week. We'll do 3 weeks with this guy, and then it's all not working out, and then it's just crumbling. I mean, imagine at that point being a receiver and you just getting a different quarterback every week.
But I think it's hard to argue, though, just with the general statement that how could it be any worse than 19 points in 2 games? You know, I mean, obviously, sure,
it
yes,
can.
0,
Yeah, yeah.
but but you know what I'm saying, though. So
Yeah.
it's tough not to be frustrated that we can't even just see. And it might not be right, but I think as fans, you know, we feel like we deserve to see how it would look. And I think that's a frustrating point. So I'm just trying to relate to everybody here. And like I said, and I agree with what Matt Ryan said, the defense is great. And normally the special teams are great too. Besides, you know, of course, letting that punt return, but they haven't made mistakes like that all season.
Right.
So just to see that stuff, see how jacked up the defense are, and they're all like very united. You could tell when they're out in the field, they're pumped up. Everybody's contributing. So it just feels like, you know, that's going to waste, and almost that they would be playing even better if they weren't constantly relied on to pretty much do everything and to cross the finish line, the defense. That's what we've come to. So I think that's where we are with this. So I just trying to relate to both, you know, to
Middleman,
But a side note, short and sweet here. Colorado 3-0 over Seattle.
Picks here.
I don't even know if Gorgiev's starting.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. Go check it out anyway.
Doesn't matter.
I think he's starting.
On the back-to-back?
They played last night.
They played 2 nights ago. Never mind.
What do we got? I mean, I guess they're usually at the bottom.
Okay.
Grubauer. Yeah. Oh my God. Makar and Rantanen, each with a goal here. 3-0 Colorado. I mean, it's a safe, reliable pick, I believe. I'm going to be very surprised. The Kraken honestly remind me of the Devils, the Giants, the surprising season last year. Where are you this year? And I know it's very early, but I mean, do you kind of see that with them or no? They definitely were over their head last year.
Yeah, a little over their head.
Yeah,
they were.
Could we get like a picture with your?
Oh, you want to tell them like that, dude?
How if you had? I know you're gonna make some joke about this, but I'm gonna ask this question anyway. Throughout the day, how many strokes of the mustache comb would you say you do? 100?
God,
or over?
dude, I would say over 100.
And everywhere, like, or is it?
No.
This is your main.
Obviously, if I'm sitting here and I'll just comb it while I'm sitting and hanging.
Okay.
And then if I need to, I'm out. You know, if I have a sip of water and it's like gets kind of crazy.
So it's in your pocket at a restaurant.
Yeah,
it's Colony. Like Colony, you're doing a couple strokes at Colony today.
Yes, dude.
All right.
Definitely a few strokes.
What do we got for number 2 here?
Number two, dude. Wow. The Lightning against the Blackhawks. That could be a good underdog upset spot for Bedard.
I know. I was thinking about that.
Is
still not around.
For
the goalie for the Lightning.
Yeah, for the Lightning. Yeah, he should be.
Quick check.
Quick check.
You didn't want to check.
Let's see. Jets, Predators, Blue Jackets, Bruins, Islanders, Ottawa, Red Wings.
Yep. It's Johansson.
Johansson. Yeah, I believe Matt Murray's on the IR still.
Johansson's done well.
Johansson has done well. But I don't know, man. I got a feeling maybe Chicago, but I don't know if I want to take it. I might just leave it alone.
Take the Sharks. Dude. They worked for me the other night. No,
you know what? Honestly, like this is the time where I put my money where my mouth is for the Oilers. Oilers, even though they're 2-8-1, they're still minus 350 here in San Jose tonight. The Sharks are going to win this game right now. Tonight, 10:30, ESPN Plus, and it's on Hulu. You have Tomas Hertl, I believe, leading the team in points with 7, maybe. Just double checking right now. He is. Anthony Duclair, the former Ranger great, will net 2 goals tonight and an assist. He's leading the team with goals with 3 here. And honestly, everyone else, Kevin LeBlanc, dude. Oh my goodness, this roster is atrocious, dude. But Vlasic, the good D man, maybe a couple of assists for him, working that blue line. The Oilers go down a very dark path after a 3-2 overtime loss to the Sharks.
Woodcroft is gonna get axed before New Year's. Honestly,
probably, yeah. This is a crazy night for me, dude. Oilers have to lose.
Yeah. No, I really, honestly, I almost want to bet the Sharks because the odds have to be loaded.
Unbelievable, dude. Like a couple shekels, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what it is. But while I'm doing that, I'll explain very short and sweet again. Bruins hosting the Islanders. Listen, I've been interested to see the Islanders. It's been fun going to their games. But talking with the fans, talking with Lonnie, they are very frustrating, and I just don't see them going to Boston with an inconsistent offense and getting the job done. So I think Boston 5-3 over the Islanders here.
Lonnie.
And Lonnie, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe Noah Dobson gets a goal or two. I mean, he looks
Dobson,
good.
huh?
He's good. He's good.
He's good.
Mystic Village, right?
Mystic Village. Oh, gosh. Final score there?
Final score is 5-3.
TD Garden.
I know you kind of agreed with me on the Avalanche. What do you think about that? I mean, you kind of agree with that one as well? The Bruins?
I think Bruins take care of business.
Yeah, right. Just because the offense, the road.
They're like, I mean, the Islanders are trying to pick themselves up right now, and the Bruins are going to be a fucking brick wall for them, dude.
Sharks plus 270. It's pretty good juice.
It's pretty good juice.
$100 gets you 270.
Yeah. You want to put down $100 each?
Yeah, I just did.
Actually?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You want to?
Are you going to do it?
Are you going to do it?
I'll do it if you do it. I'll match when we put up 1,000.
$1 million.
All right. So my
third and final
pick here. Man, I mean, I hate to keep going to the well. But
the Kings.
I'm gonna go back to the well with the Kings. They're on the back-to-back.
Phoenix Copley spot?
Probably, dude, because Cam Talbot was absolutely lights out last night for the Kings, and it's great to see him play so well, honestly.
It's so ridiculous. So these guys are babied. Talbot would be fine. I don't care if he's 35 and his knees are achy, Tony. He could start again today.
I mean, yeah, he could start. Let's look at Copley's. I don't think Copley has phenomenal Copley.
I feel like he had a good run last year, though, for a little, no?
Yeah, great run last year. Game lost, dude. Game lost. Oh, dude. From the 31-year-old from North Pole, Alaska. That's crazy.
What?
He's from it says North Pole, Alaska. He was born in North Pole.
That just seemed like something you just made up. That's insane.
You ever hear Santa Claus, dude? Regular season so far, a couple games, only 3 starts. 2 of them being victories, one of them being a shootout loss to Carolina. The other 2 wins were against Arizona, where he didn't post great numbers, honestly. But I'm going to stick to it, dude. I'm going to stick to it. The Kings last night won their 8th game on the road, I think, or 7th game on the road. 7th game on the road, and they're the 8th team in the history of the NHL to win their first 7 home games. Anze Kopitar, Brian, netted his 400th career goal last night.
Hola, muchachos.
Hola.
Matthew.
Gabriel?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Love that. I know LA are the slight favorites here, minus 130 at home. But they're a beautiful, youthful team, with Kempe. Kopitar's got the veteran status there. We got Kevin Fiala. And Jordan Spence is a defender I was looking at last night from Australia. He's going to have his first full season here for the Kings, drafted by them in 2019, 4th round, 95th pick overall. Hasn't had a full season under his belt, but so far has 5 points over 5 assists over 11 games played. And he has a phenomenally quick wrister, very aggressive shooting from the blue line from him last night. I love to see it. I want to keep seeing that tonight. And in terms of the Penguins side, I mean, basically half their team are members of AARP, Brian. So give me the Kings here skating over the Penguins. Copley with a solid night. I say that Kings win 4-2, though, in regulation.
I'm going to surprise you here. I'm going to take the Stars in Columbus. Every time I pick against them, they win. Maybe they'll win for me this time. I don't think, the Blue Jackets are that good. Spencer Martin getting the start here has actually played well. But I don't know about this offense, and you look at the 2 teams. Actually, the Stars have lost 2 in a row. I mean, Boston, you forgive that 1-goal loss, but Vancouver on the road. Blue Jackets, though, 4 out of 5. The only win against Tampa at home, losing on the road to Florida, Washington, and Dallas, and also 2-0 to the Islanders back on the 28th. So, yeah, let's see it. Let's see Pavelski with 2 goals here. 2-0 Stars. Odinger shutout, first of the season.
Lookout spot for
ESPN Plus Hockey Night.
Columbus Blue Jackets leading the team in plus minus. Justin Danforth. Are you familiar with him?
Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart alumni Justin Danforth.
Is he actually?
Dude. Yeah, swear to God.
That was a guess.
12 games played, 3 goals, 2 assists so far, 5 points, and +4 on the ice. He is doing well, baby.
Let's go Pioneers.
Roll Pios, baby. Where's a bio?
It's third down.
You jackass.
How much do you think they pay that guy for that? Honestly, for like the PA announcer per game.
I have no idea, dude.
Just give me
He's
something.
got to be salary. He's got to be a salary.
Salary for the whole season, Jets.
Definitely.
But
salary
is it 50? Is it 40?
58,000.
It's not bad. And then he gets the Islander money.
Yeah, not bad at all.
He puts it together.
There we go, baby. Justin Danforth, Sacred Heart University
From Ontario, Canada. I honestly do think, though, because I've heard so many sports events and stuff being announced over the years, I actually could be a good announcer like that. In all seriousness, Tony. Muchacho. Hola.
I think you could too, yeah.
Do you think you would enjoy it, or do you think you would like want to be in the booth?
To do just the PA, I would definitely enjoy it. Yeah, I'd have fun with it.
Would you get like real like
yeah.
jacked?
Yeah, oh, definitely, dude.
If they didn't care, how much drinking would you do before the game?
Before the game?
Or,
I mean, you're thinking maybe a couple beers before the game, and then it's just beers throughout the game for sure. Dude.
Like, so by the end of the game, I mean, are you having 10 if they didn't care?
We're talking hockey game
Yeah.
Here? 3 periods, dude. Yeah, probably. Just ripping it.
It's definitely
some pizza too on the side there.
It's definitely a really good gig, honestly.
The guy who does it for Sacred Heart, Greg Jones, does a phenomenal job. And he hammers for basketball when it's a 3.
Yeah.
He hammers that, dude.
Give me it.
Who's someone of the Nico Gillette? A 3-pointer, dude. He's a
3-point field goal. Bye.
I love when he goes, ooh, 1 minute to go in the first period.
No, I mean, this is tape for these teams, for us.
Yeah,
so.
honestly, dude. Check us out, dude. These are reels.
Do you think you would enjoy it more than the cameras, the PA?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
Think about it.
What if you had the option, though? Split duties. Like, so half your schedule, you're on camera, half on PA. Would you be in favor of that or no?
Oh yeah, that would work nicely.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, well, variety.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really jacked up. I want to put an application for the Jets for third down.
Jets,
just for third down.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, so funny. Maybe you have to start, Notre Dame Fairfield first.
It really, actually, I should be Yankees just because that guy sucks.
Oh,
come out to the ballpark. I mean,
stop it.
So bad. But yeah, that pretty much, Tony, I would say does it. But big weekend coming up. Obviously Horseshoe Sunday.
Hell yeah, brother.
Frenzy tomorrow.
That's right.
Riley back in action or no?
Riley back in action. Baby.
Riled up, ready to go. Matthew Ryan jacked. But would like to thank everybody for tuning in today. Continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. Merch at downtimetv.com. Shout out to the company. Everybody enjoy the day. Enjoy the games. Let's go Rangers.
Yeah.
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.